First reaction, last year you guys went to Spokane, long ways away. First reaction playing an hour and a half.
So I think it's really a godsend to be close. You know, to be in Louisville for us is great. A, for our fans. B, we've played there before. So, you know, now we have a lot of new guys that haven't, but we have guys that have played in the Yum Center. And then for our students, our fans, but then I think the most important thing is the families of our players. You know, at least we're on this side of the country where our kids' families can get to the game. I think that's something that maybe people that gets glossed over too much. You know, all our kids, they have families, they have people that love them. It's a big event. You know, for all of our kids, it's a huge event for their families to be a part of it. And so I'm just who we play. Really, we were more worried about where we played as a staff for all the above reasons. You know, Louisville would have been our first choice.
You know, if you were obviously very proud of what you built here before this year, but after this season, you must be over the moon about what it says this program is all about, for you to go through what you went through and for them not to really miss a beat at all.
Yeah, and that's why I said, yes, that's why I said the press conference when I announced I wasn't going to coach the rest of the year. I was more concerned with our players' development than I was me not coaching, because I didn't think it was going to be a problem. I know that I have a great coaching staff, and I know what goes on in our program. And yeah, obviously some things had to happen and was a little bit different, but our program was the most important thing, and it's in place. And just the way we operate, we like to think it's bigger than any one person, be it a coach or a player. We say that to our guys all the time. It's the way we do things. And to be one of only 5 or 11 teams in the country to go to 5 straight NCAA tournaments is something we're really proud of. It's not an easy feat. You look at the names of the teams on that list, it's pretty strong. But, you know, and the last part of that is you got to give my assistant coaches a tremendous amount of credit. Obviously, Larry's done an unbelievable job, and he deserves a ton of credit. But Darren and Antoine and all the young guys on the staff have been awesome. And we get guys on our team with great character. So the last thing I'll say on this is when you have good kids in your program, they're going to let anybody coach them, no matter if it's myself or my assistant coaches. They're coachable, and that's just how we do things. In our program, you're either coachable or you're gone. So it's really not an option. So, so we have kids that have great respect for the coaching staff and just for our program. So I really wasn't as concerned as everybody else. I was more concerned about my health than I was what was going to happen. And I was more concerned about Troy being more aggressive on offense than whether I was coaching or not.
You know, the good news about playing a team like Purdue is you don't have to go on a mad scramble for film share tonight. What do you know about Coach Painter's team, if anything?
I know a lot because obviously I have had some free time over the last 3 months. You know, it's like Coach Larry just looked at me when it came up because he knows all I've been doing is watching games. So, and Matt Painter, a side note, Matt and I are great friends, and we used to have battles when he was at Southern Illinois and I was at Murray State. We had an unbelievable game that we coached against each other back then. We both had great teams too. I believe his team went to the Sweet 16 that year, and we got knocked out by Illinois. But Purdue's got a very good team, and what I can tell you is I've watched them a lot. They've played a lot better in the last half of the season. They defend you. They don't make mistakes. They're extremely well coached. Anything to do with coaching, Purdue does great. Matt does a tremendous job. They got size, and they got a 5th-year transfer, John Octius, at point that visited us. They have A.J. Hammonds at center that visited Cincinnati as well. So we're really familiar with them. We have great respect for Purdue. But right now, I think, you know, we're just today's a celebration, and we're happy that we're in Louisville. We're really happy about that. If you were to ask me, you know, that would have been my first choice, just because our fans have been great all year. And you know, our students can get to the game as well. And that's what this should all be about. Just got to make sure we get some tickets before everybody in Lexington gets them.
One of the commentators said, he looked at the bracket and he goes, that's going to be a walk in the park for Kentucky. As a head coach of a major college basketball program, why would you beg to differ with that?
What I would say, I have great respect for everybody and everybody that commentates, but if you're commentating, you're not coaching. So my respect level for you isn't quite as high as if you were coaching. So you can take from that what you want.
What will your role be?
Put it this way, I watch a lot of games on mute. Because I don't have my sound system wired for Dan and Chuck.
Good save.
Coach, what will your role be with the team in Louisville?
My role is the same at consigliere. I'm advisor. I'm Tom Hagen.
Pat Riley, right?
Yeah, exactly. I had to go with some movie stuff today, so yeah, still assist and help Larry as much as possible. Too many voices, too much equals too much confusion. Our team's in a rhythm. I'm really proud of what they've done. The coaching staff's doing a great job. Anything I can do to help Larry prepare, and everything I've been doing behind the scenes, it'd be no different. Other than I'll probably go to Louisville with the team this week, and then have to call Coach Pitino and get the keys to his office, so I can go watch the game in his office.